you flowers and held your hand.
I found your flower pressings. They were quite beautiful. I don't give a fig about flowers, of course.
That's because you're ignorant.
Ignorant? How dare you?
Ignorant and willfully so.
You could change your mind about a boy.
I'm not a boy. I'm a man.
You're a man when I tell you you're a man.
Men talk. Men tell their stories, their war stories, the many battles they have endured so that we can learn from them. We're gonna highlight this particular story from dougmanxx that you can find in the comment section from the Female Relationship Therapist Explains Why Men Leave Relationships, Women's Biggest Fear video. So join the campfire, have a seat, and let's get into this story. This is so true. The unending drone of complaints, nagging, and lack of appreciation checked me out of my marriage. True story. I was married, stopped at the store on my way home to buy my wife her favorite flower, purple roses of all things. That particular rose is not popular, so they don't always have them. This time they had 6. I bought them cause, what the heck? It's her favorite flower, right? There was no special occasion, no event, not her birthday or an anniversary. I literally stopped because I was thinking about her and wanted to do something a bit romantic. So I get home, 6 roses, some baby's breaths, and some of that leafy green-ish. It was a very nice little bouquet of flowers. I come in the house, surprise, and give her the bouquet. Literally, the first words out of her mouth. Where are the other 6? Last time I ever bought her flowers. The reason why this story hit so hard is because there was no special occasion. None of those days where people, men in particular, are expected to buy gifts. She didn't ask for the flowers because women don't like it when you can't read their minds. Creating the narrative of, he bought me flowers because I asked him to. He did it because he was genuinely thinking about his wife and he wanted to show it with his actions. Surprise! The positive energy, the enthusiasm, the anticipation of seeing her smile and acknowledging the gesture he had presented to her for no particular reason, simply because he was thinking of her, is the thought that counts, right? She completely destroys all the inspiration, motivation, and those love chemicals in your system that led you to buy these flowers for her. Instead of adding fuel to the fire to raise the temperature from warm to hot, she took the fire and burned your ass with it. Where are the other 6? Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Can you blame this man for not buying flowers for his wife anymore? When a woman complains that a man isn't doing anything for her, ask her this question. Did you appreciate it when your man did something for you? If she says yes, then ask her, how? How did you appreciate him? Appreciation isn't just saying thank you, but it's the start. Her asking where the other 6 flowers are says a lot about her mindset, about her energy, and the value she places on her marriage. Complaining has its pros and cons, and modern women seem to complain to reinforce their egos at the expense of others. Where did all the good men go? In other words, I am a good woman, and 99% of the men that I encounter are not on my level. I'm not single because I'm trash. No. There's nothing wrong with me because I'm educated. I'm single because men are trash. Tommy Lauren. Modern women have an inflated ego, and for a long time they've been given a platform to complain without being properly checked. There was a wall of silence. And then the internet came and men started sharing their war stories, and for the first time women were confronted with the other side of the story, and they did not handle it well because their ego was too big, and the only equipment that they would carry was shaming language. And just like this story, other men came forward to tell their story. This story is from BR Subway FC. Had a similar situation with my ex-wife. This was early on in the relationship, but I surprised her at work with flowers. She yelled and cursed me out in front of her boss and co-workers. Afterward, she explained she was embarrassed and didn't know how to react. She never got any gesture like that, much less a flower again. Now before I give my take, some brothers gave their take on this particular situation. Kuja writes, why would she be embarrassed? You sure she doesn't have a work husband? A guy she's been entertaining at work, parading like she's single? And then you showed up with flowers all romantic? You ruined her opportunities with the chat at work. Let's read another one. Steve C. writes, frankly, if she was embarrassed by you bringing her flowers, I think she may have been telling her co-workers how terrible you were as a husband to her. You bringing her flowers would have disapproved what she's been telling them. Just my first impression. Hope things are much better now with her in the rear view mirror. These guys make great points, and I would like to add to that. Flowers are associated with femininity. Modern women are raised to see femininity as a weakness. When she was at work, she was operating in her masculine energy, and you put her on the spot. Those flowers commanded a feminine response which is not appreciated by the sisterhood. Like I've said before, in other videos, a good man can make a woman feel bad because she's not a good woman. What has she been doing at her workplace? Was she flirting with her boss? Was she complaining that men ain't shit? She said she was embarrassed and did not know how to react, so her default settings are set on being unappreciative and disrespectful. She completely destroys all the inspiration, motivation, and those love chemicals in your system that led you to buy these flowers for her. Instead of adding fuel to the fire to raise the temperature from warm to hot, she took the fire and burned your ass with it. Let it burn, let it burn, let it burn. Can you blame this man for not buying flowers for his wife anymore? Can you blame men for walking away from relationships if this is their standard? What's the use of buying women flowers, taking them to expensive restaurants, entertaining them if they are not gonna appreciate it, if they are taking it for granted, if they won't reward you for all of these things, and to take it a step further, disrespect you for your effort to show her love and appreciation? The juice ain't worth the squeeze, meaning the time, money, and energy that you have to invest into having a long-term relationship with most of these modern women is just not worth it. Brothers, thank you for sharing your stories. Brothers, thank you for supporting this channel. Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.